And we're back. Recap and predictions of episode 10 of the challenge, season 40, Battle of the Eras. Jesse, this episode was pretty dope, bro.
Yep, I liked it.
The one takeaway we'll talk about in one of the daily challenge about the balls, these little corny ball jokes.
Yeah.
Enough was enough. But anyways, Tori wins. Sorry. No, who was the... Yeah, so what? Kylan picks any three girls the last episode. So he picks Rachel, Aviv, and Jenny. Tori picks any three guys. She ends up picking all of Era 2 pretty much. Derek, Ryan, and Bananas. And we talked about how in last episode that could have been a bad move. You know what I mean? Could have been a really bad move. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Watching this episode, I noticed that Ryan was just like, what the fuck are we... What's the point of putting us... He even says what I mentioned last week. Like, why put us in? Like...
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I thought about it for a second. I think we mentioned it. I think you mentioned it too. I think she was put on the spot.
Yeah, because it was not thought. She didn't have time to think.
She went, because it ended up being any three guys, and usually it's whatever, one from each era. So it ends up throwing a little curveball at them, right? So, anyways, they go do a daily challenge, and it's called Fire Away.
Oh God, what a dumb!
It's a catapult. With like a billion size red tennis balls look like rubber.
Yeah.
And you have to grab two at a time maximum, put them in your cylinders. A maximum of 30 balls have to be filled up.
Yeah.
To get a puzzle piece, and then do your puzzle.
Yeah.
Now,
people were putting them in the wrong fucking thing. Like, how dumb are you? I don't understand how you did that.
Ryan fucks up, and you're like, "Oh, what a doofus!" Did Bananas. Second later goes,
and then, but I wasn't sure if he did it on purpose. Because like, well, we'll make
they've
Jordan
done that
look
before.
Like, we'll make Jordan look like. And
don't choose me. Put it in, or make him look
or
good,
make him look better so that they, becomes a target, or but.
But it seemed like a pretty grueling elimination.
Yeah,
daily challenge.
Yeah, because they don't, like, at first you don't see, but you can see how far they have to run through the pit and up and it was hot. You can tell it was hot.
It was hot. Again, a few disappointments was, you have Theo. It looks like Jenny
again. Her stamina isn't up to par with her strength.
Her being as jacked as she is, which she's a lot more jacked than the season she won, is actually slowed down her stamina.
Yes. Because it's not always about muscles, right? It's this game is about stamina and how long you can last. It's not always about the strength.
What kills me about this daily challenge is Derek's like, I'm very fast. I'm going to pick up all these balls.
He
freaking
like, sucked. He almost lost. He only lost?
Why did he didn't lose? Jesse, tell me.
Because, because Buddy didn't know how to flip over his shit properly.
He solved the puzzle the hardest way possible.
Yes, backwards. I know. And he did it pretty quickly, too.
For people that didn't know, there's a puzzle piece you got to put together, and it said number 40 on it. But this poor guy ended up flipping all the backing of it and still figured out the puzzle.
Yeah, which is hard.
And then the poor guys are like, yo, you didn't get it. You know what his mind should have been like? What do you mean? And not one jerk says, hey, man, flip your shit over.
Flip your shit over.
Not one. And he's going up against this boy, which is Derek. Well, Derek should have came in last place. Talked this big game about how fast he is. Dog's Theo.
And then come last.
And then he pretty technically came in last. But anyways, Brian screws up, does it backwards, gets fucking thrown into elimination. It is what it is. He goofs on the puzzle, right? I give him credit for doing it backwards, but I don't give him credit for winning. So
no, not at all.
And before this challenge even started, this was after, wasn't it? They did a coin toss at one point. To be a guy's elimination. Yes,
they did it. Yeah, so before
I guess they had to start the guy-girl eliminations.
And I'm like, wow, lucky girls got off easy.
Yeah, because Jenny was
super happy because she's like, finally.
Super happy. They do a coin toss. They start with the guy's elimination. I think he should have did it after.
Yep. And then, you're on the break.
Everyone that's just so sweating. You're like, oh, by the way, it's a guy's limit. Like one of those, or all the way or even have them vote.
Well, that's it. And piss people off. And you're going in, and it's not going to be. It would have been better. Yeah, doing it beforehand. I agree. I think it would have been more suspense.
He pulls it before, flips a coin. Guy's elimination. Girls are safe. But he says if you are in last place, guys or girl. That's
for the next one.
But you get a penalty on the next one. So that's something interesting.
Yeah.
That's
you get you get a penalty for the next challenge.
The next challenge. So the girls are trying to wrap it up. Yeah, go ahead, Jess.
I can't remember who out of the girls was last now.
Okay, I'm getting there. So they were the three last bozos for the girls was Olivia, Naya, and Michelle.
Okay, now I remember who it is.
We've all been there. We've all said. I've said this. I've dogged these three since episode 1.
Yep.
So and then Michelle comes in last place.
Dude, I feel for her.
Why do you feel for her? Tell me why.
Because I fucking hate the heat.
She's the skinniest little one there.
I know.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think she would have reacted the same way if she didn't come in last place?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think
okay.
Maybe it's hard to say.
And then she starts using, I'm not as physical as the other girls. I'm not this.
I'll never be the other girls. I know.
No matter how much I go to the gym.
You're going to be a Michelle.
And I'm here for the political aspect of it and the social game. Cool. What game did you sign up for? The challenge is the most.
It's because this is her second time that she's had to do something really hard and physical this year.
And it makes her look stupid.
And then the one where she went pretty far before, dude, she rode everybody's coattail. Like
True.
she was a puppet master that
That's
one.
right. And she loves that aspect of the game. But you're here at the challenge where it's as physical as it comes. It's as hard. And
you're against the top people now too.
Now, dude. They had the battle of the new champions. I want to have the challenge. A separate one. There's an also of the losers.
Yes.
I want them to run a final. Not just one episode. It's just a final.
Just to show them that they'll never make it.
Anissa, Michelle, stuff like that. Just throw these bananas in here and then just let them fight out. But the winner, the guy won, was Jordan.
Yeah.
You think Jordan would have won if he put... Well, see, it's the editing, right?
That you don't know,
because
right?
Kylan looks like he came very close.
Very close, yeah. Kylan's a beast. He's a fucking beast.
Tori stepped it up this one too.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
She surprised me. Because she's a bigger girl, too.
Yes.
And running in that heat, and that's but she did well.
Cara Maria, another upset.
Yeah.
She's all this not crossfitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's like the puzzle wasn't
Laurel didn't do all that great either.
But girls.
Yeah, she's also getting, bigger too, right?
Yeah.
Like it's slower and
yeah.
But it's interesting.
So there's one conversation, right? So Ryan tells Naya and those guys I don't want to go against my best friend.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, and then Naya speaks. She goes, "Yeah, I don't want to watch. What was it? Naya? The battles of the gays." She uses. She goes, "It'd be terrible to watch." And I'm looking at it. She's not wrong, but we're not talking about the same thing.
No.
I think it would be terrible to watch these two guys go at it. I think it'd be devastating. I think it would be on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
I think it would be on
as long as it wasn't a wrestling match.
Yeah, exactly.
The pull or
they both win.
The grab, where they have to pull the stick out of each other's hand.
So
I don't know whose stick's going to get grabbed.
They wouldn't even let go of each other. I'm telling you this right now, right? And the thing is, they get to the elimination table, Jess, and They talk to Ryan. Ryan bigs up his team in Era 2, and he says, "But I don't want to go up against my best friend."
Yeah.
And knowing that Bananas is what, a 6-7 time freaking challenge champion, most all time.
Yep. And he wins a lot. He's a goat in that. He's a challenge goat.
So because stats are stats.
Yep.
We've also witnessed it. We've also watched him win finals. So I regardless how good your social game is, you still got to get through that final. Just like we were mentioning to the other people. Oh, I love my social game. Cool. You're in last place.
Yep.
Your social game does not exist in the final.
No.
So he says that, and I'm kind of like, dude, just shut your mouth a little bit. Just let them pick or let them bury themselves, right? So, but then Banana speaks facts. Did he not?
I loved it.
He was
so right too.
Put me in. I'm coming back on the raft.
Yeah.
It's there's no betting odds in Vegas that Bananas wasn't going to come back.
No.
So pick me, see what happens. And he calls out Jordan in this situation. He's like, you're with her. You're making decisions with her. Do you think Tori should have a heartfelt? Should she be this heartfelt on Devin's bullshit? No,
she shouldn't. She's ruining her game.
She is ruining your game.
Like, vendetta over Devin? Devin caused his own shit. Devin did talk about wanting to get Bananas out first.
And Bananas and him, I don't know if
they've been going at it for years.
Yeah, but they kind of squashed it at one point. They were kind of like pretty cool. But it was just now the era because it was 3 and 4, and it had to be 2 and 1 technically, right?
Yeah.
And that's why, without separating your eras, he had to go more towards Bananas. But I think now Tori's just like, hey man, before she made that decision, they said it is a single elimination now. Like it's going to be no more eras. You're fighting for yourself, and she still shot targets there.
Yep.
Not a good move, man. Not a good move. And like I said, she shot targets with guys that I think he could wreck them both, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see again the next episodes like on from this point on, because like it kind of sucks because like let's say Tori shoots. Well, I'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
But they go to the party. You know how the challenge always goes to this party.
I hate the party, actually.
So they go to.
That's one thing
I like the parties back in the day when Carmella used to throw chairs at people. These parties are just
because they were crazy. Yeah. Now they're just like dancing.
We'll have one beer and we're gonna smile and we're gonna talk a bit of game. You know, Nia's talking shit with Ryan.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. You know, he needs to be put out. Again, everyone has their own opinions, but Nia, at the end of the day, you haven't done a goddamn thing on the challenge. No. Me being a competitor, I would never listen to you.
No.
But what about Rachel and Tori, that little side deal?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good move on their parts?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, good move for Tori.
Because Tori has to put Rachel second girl. Screw the other Michelle, Olivia.
Yeah. I mean, both of those, like, I'm sorry, Michelle's your ride or die, you're going to die.
It's die or die harder.
Yeah, it's a die or die. It's a die harder with a vengeance.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's a fucking anchor.
So I mean, I don't know.
Proper move on both on their parts. If they do move forward from this point on.
That's right.
I think that would be good. The one thing I thought was completely weird is if Tori knew or has 100% chance she's thinking she's putting Bananas in because of Devin. Why even try to make any deal with Derek? Like, who cares?
I don't know. Yep.
Derek won 0 daily challenges.
Yep.
His era never won. There's no deal to be made there. It's just your best friend's probably going home. Like it makes no absolute sense. I saw that and he's like, I'm skating by, bro. Could someone tell him you are not a threat? You're not going to win. You're just a guy on the shelf that's just one day it's going to just be that
expiry date is coming.
Thank you.
You know, your shelf life is going to be over soon. So, I mean, and you know, like they with Bananas and Jordan said to Tori, doesn't say it to Tori, but he said it in the camera that he's proud of Tori. He's rallying all the guys to get on their side in order to go and take Bananas out. I'm like, that doesn't take much of a rally to try to get one of the number one competitors out on a time where they're vulnerable.
Now, that's true. And now you're past the halfway mark of the game.
Exactly.
And now there's going to be shots being made.
And let's be honest, just because they say yeah to you doesn't mean that that's happening.
I agree. I totally agree.
This is the challenge. Backstabbing changes because that happens every fucking day.
It never changes. Every season's the same.
Yep.
Every single season's the same.
Absolutely.
So why would this one be...
even your friends turn on you somehow?
It's not the challenge the honorable season. Like it doesn't exist, right? It just doesn't exist. So whatever.
Look at some of the names back in the day. There's a reason they're all vendettas and sabotages and
exactly. Battle of the X's. The friggin' what's the other one there? There's that one when you're teamed up with your
vendettas.
Is it no? Vendettas was called a thing, but there's a I don't remember.
Against your rivals.
Yes, rivals. That's what I mean. Yeah, rivals. When you're teamed up with your rival, like it happens, that's the name of the game. So they end up picking. Tori goes up, talks to the crew, she talks to the guys. So she wants the guys to feel comfortable with putting Bananas in because she knows that those guys have to pick women.
Yeah. So she's trying to, politic a bit.
So it's like, which is fine, So she ends up telling Bananas. Bananas hilarious.
He's hiding in the
that
closet.
locker. That's
I'm
pretty
looking for
fucking-
a hanger.
That's
I'm
what, no, he
packing.
goes, I'm packing. Does anyone need a hanger or something like that?
And he
That was
goes,
pretty-
"Oh, you're looking for."
It was pretty good though. But he's bringing up points. He's like, you're fighting Devin's fucking battles, and she's like, no, you're trying to do my team wrong. Anyways, again, going too much emotion. I don't know. I think Nehemiah would have been a better pick. I think even Nehemiah and Bananas, if you're gonna make a move in the farm, like, you know what I mean, down there would have made a better decision. But Ryan, him against Ryan, whatever. So they end up going like, into the elimination, and it's called Killer Quads, and it's them on these little go-kart quads.
Those are like kid toys, man. I was like, "Oh, this is going to be so awesome." The speed. Oh my god, it was like.
Could we at least say, as to date, it's the worst?
Absolutely, it was
maybe the worst I've ever seen. To be goddamn
yes,
honest
on the
with you.
channel. Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to fast forward and be like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
There's no hype.
And in actuality, because of the way that challenge was built, it was built for Ryan to win.
Because he's lighter.
Absolutely, on a 25cc motorbike,
Yes.
or a little whatever that was,
Yeah, 5.
go kart on,
Yep.
like whatever it was. Like you can tell when they got on it, I was like, "Oh my god, look how
Bananas
small
didn't
that
even
is."
move? He
No,
didn't even move at
He
first,
moved.
like-
He was like,
It was hilarious.
I was like, "I don't drive." I'm like, "Oh god."
And he crashes the first
Twice.
time when he gets the flag, and I was like, oh my god. And he
And
crashes again
crashes
when he's
again.
getting close.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then, yeah,
But he's a different competitor now than he was 19 years
yes,
ago. Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Who are you convincing, Ryan? Different competitor. Nope, the exact same competitor I assumed that was going to be.
But a couple episodes, he was calling like out Johnny and calling out Laurel on how horrible the people are, and then all of a sudden it's like he's starting to grow on me.
Trying to go, I mean, no, we're friends. Oh, shut up. Ryan takes the L. Thank God. I think
Yeah.
I would have threw my remote through the TV. Bananas would
Oh,
have lost.
I would have said that the NFL and the Vegas is taking control of this freaking challenge.
Oh my God. So Banana wins, and now he's full of power, and he's like, yeah, I'm drunk with
he's
power.
drunk in love. Oh,
And he
man.
goes, new targets, and they go, you can't pick.
I knew that was coming.
Tori. We all knew that. I already assumed that before he got
Because-
mad. I was
yeah.
already, because that's what they did every other.
This year. Yeah, the winners can't be targets.
That's right.
So I don't know what he was thinking.
Even this season.
Yes, winning is the only way you can secure your safety.
He was
So I
so
don't know
mad.
why
he
you
was
thought,
so
yeah.
mad. I have no
Yeah.
idea why he didn't think it out. So he loses his shit. He calls Nia out. He calls, I don't know, Snake in the Grass, Olivia,
I thought that was funny.
and the future ex-girlfriend,
That
Michelle.
was even better.
Dude, he kills them right off, right? Kills them right off.
But he did the same thing that Tori did.
I want to talk to you about this. These are just going to be target shot one way, target shot another way,
Yep.
target, if they keep playing the same game.
Yeah. Need to switch this up somehow.
But I understand that you can't put yourself in. But I wish I can say, Laurel, I'm going to throw you in against Michelle and
Yeah.
Olivia. You're going to smoke these broads.
Mhm.
We'll get power again. Now
Yeah.
we got, let's say, we'll just say Michelle's out. And then you get in and you win. And then you pick Kylan, Corey, and Theo. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then we have another one of those guys going.
Yeah.
You know? Like, someone has to be the sacrificing savior. And I think
Yeah.
Jordan's the only guy in that whole challenge that's willing to be like, fuck that, put those two in me and let me win this one.
Yeah.
And we can
Yeah.
get power again.
Again. Yeah. He'd be
Because this is shots fired, shots fired. Because let's be very realistic. Who gives a shit who loses here?
Yeah.
Nia, Olivia, or Michelle. Does it really change the game?
Not a fucking thing.
at all.
Yeah.
And they brought up that two of them are dating. What, Nia's with Kylan and
Yeah.
Olivia's
So
with
yeah,
Theo.
she's like, you're pissing off the guys too. I'm like, but the guys can't do nothing. So who cares?
The guys can't. They're gonna pick on the strong girls.
What are you
anyways,
gonna
right?
do? What are you gonna put your guy against them?
Yeah, that's what needs to be done. For this to switch, because what's gonna happen is, let's say Michelle wins. Just throwing it out there. Michelle wins. She's gonna go, Johnny. Derek and Nehemiah.
Yeah.
Is this all we're gonna watch?
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense.
I don't think Michelle's going to lose anyways. I think it's going to be Nia.
Nia super
Nia.
stink. No, but see, they showed too much in the cutscenes. You saw that, right? Did you see that? They're calling out. Of course, Johnny's stirring up shit. Like, this is.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
This next episode,
This is
episode
going to be
11.
so. Yeah,
He's just gonna, because he knows he's going in. He's just, when you know, you might as well cause as much chaos as possible.
And that's what he thrives on. That's
right.
He's excellent, and it makes him a better player.
And because when he's under the radar, he stinks. Even in elimination, he's like, "Oh, sorry guys, I lost." He has no edge.
Yeah.
But Nia, I just found he's like, Nia, how far down your like Jordan's list are you on?
That's right.
And she was like, "Oh," and then she comes into the room and says, "Are you? Is it real?" Even though we don't even know this editing stuff is good, but he has to call out the facts.
Yeah.
The facts. What? And the thing is, it's pretty smart, because what happens is if Nia if Nia does make a deal with Bananas, she can probably sway someone else's vote, or she goes towards on his side, and then Olivia and Michelle, which would be fucking great to watch these two crybabies, bottom of the barrels go against each other. I think that'd be great. But do you like the targets he picked? Like, what were you supposed to do if you were Bananas? Who else? Tori couldn't go in.
No, you have Cara Maria.
That's the only one that's on his team that could have won, but then it's going to go back to him. She's going to lose. She's not going to go.
Yeah.
But you're right, Cara Maria, because it's not going to be Laurel. It's not going to be Rachel.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Aviv, because supposedly they're all together.
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation?
Well, that's where you should have been like, listen, we need to put Rachel. You need to go and take out. That's exactly what you're talking about. That's what would have been.
You could use Rachel again. You can.
No, but okay. Sorry, Tori.
It'd have to be Laurel. Yeah, someone else has to, because like Rachel, we have to get you to destroy everyone for us. She's getting, because we know it's a numbers game. When you go down and go down and go down and go down,
it's eventually going to come back.
You're eventually going to slip up, and no one's 100% in the same.
No.
Okay, but. That, like, what do you? So you're there. He's thinking. I know he's thinking Tori, Nia.
But again, he already had his mind made up first, and then it got thrown out. So he was just like, fuck. So then he just went after her friends.
I just don't get.
So he did what she did. Whatever,
I agree, but the thing is, there's no impact here.
No,
because the chances of Nia, Olivia, and Michelle will never win again. For instance, they won't win a daily challenge to sway votes or anything.
No.
I know he's trying to cut off. He's trying to hurt feelings more than he's playing the game, which not good, because that's what Tori just did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm just putting myself in Banana's shoes. What move? What's your next move? What do you do? You're there. Tori can't go in. You see these three girls over here. You see your team that's been riding with you over there. You can't put them in. Numbers are a little bit lower.
No, because we had we had a guy's elimination. Is it going to be a coin flip again, or is it going to be a girl?
No, I think it just started the motion now.
The motion, okay. So so it's a girl.
Because they didn't pick guys.
They didn't pick guys, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
So they only picked girls, because now it was just, we don't know how to start this coin flip. Okay, guys is today.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna be guy girl, guy girl. Now don't get me wrong. He likes to flip it 3-4 weeks in.
Yeah.
Guy girl, double elimination. Sometimes he loves to do that. Gets people on their toes. But what do you think? Nia, Olivia, Michelle. Who's number 1, number 2, number 3 on this list for you?
Well, I think.
And I mean in skills.
Skills? Oh, jeez, that's tough.
He's like,
because they all have none, so I gotta like. Oh God.
All right, let's talk about looks then. I don't know.
Again, you're really freaking giving nothing to work with here. Michelle's cute, yeah.
Nia's all right.
Olivia's. You know what? I thought she was cute the first time I ever seen her, but ever since then, she's kind of like lost her looks attitude. Diminished,
like her attitude throughout this whole challenge career.
So, but I think Olivia has maybe a little bit more strength and stuff than the other two.
Olivia's proven more. Okay, so she's number 1.
She might be number 1.
Yeah.
Michelle's a little smarter than Nia, and Nia's fumbled everything I've ever seen her touch.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree. At first I don't think I was going to lean that way, but you convinced me. You're right. Olivia,
So-
when she played with Horacio, she did really well.
Yeah.
Michelle has pulled off some challenge wins
yep.
that were definitely impressive. Like I wasn't gonna expect her to do it.
Yeah.
And Naya has never.
No, done nothing.
done a goddamn
Every
thing.
challenge I've seen her in, she's fumbled or done something really stupid.
You're so right, man. You're
Like
so
it's just
right.
like, oh god.
Now we gotta wait. Now because let's say Bananas eventually leaves. Like
It'll be
it
a
has-
sad day.
But no, it's gonna be because I know some people hate Bananas to death. I think it's entertaining.
I do. I think yeah.
I hated some of the challenges that he wasn't on, but
Yeah.
once he goes down, that friendship over there is over.
Yep.
Because let's say they target Nehemiah, Derek. Oh, there's no Era 1.
Yeah. They gotta go somewhere else
Now
now.
they got to go to Corey again.
Yep. Oh.
And then Corey's flip his lid again.
Yep,
Go
might
crazy.
as well as me.
Or then you got to go to Josh.
Jen, yeah, Josh is gonna
"Well,
cry.
Start crying. And, no one's my friends. I like everybody.
Yeah.
So what? Like the thing is, that's gonna be rough.
It's coming soon. It's like it's gonna.
Let's look at Era 3 and 4 for whoever we can remember that's in it. Who's the lowest man on that totem pole? It's Corey, probably.
Corey, yeah.
Is it
because
Corey,
he's got
Theo,
no alliance
Josh?
really. Well, Theo, yeah.
Because Theo doesn't have really an alliance. He's
No,
not on
no,
this vacation
no,
bullshit.
because it's Corey and Theo.
Theo's
But
been called down a
like
few
they
times.
might make Josh a sacrificial lamb. Who knows, man?
I would, you know what? Yeah, fuck yeah. But at the point is now, let's think about this now. Think about this. Do you keep Josh with you because it's not teams anymore?
That's right. He's weak.
You know what I
He's
mean?
not gonna win.
So if Corey goes down, do you throw in a Theo? You're like,
Yeah.
one of these guys go down.
Yeah.
Because when I look at the list, Jordan stays on top. Kylan's
Yeah.
pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Is there any
I
other
can see them
dudes?
two winning majority of the rest of the stuff.
Yes.
With Bananas, but Bananas sometimes, depending on what it is, he is getting slower. He's getting older.
No, it's true. It's true. He needs a mixture of both, like puzzled. But
Yeah.
again, he's going to be the drama store. He's going to
Yeah.
take that. He's going to steer that pot, and
Yeah.
he's going to start some trouble. But
Or he might be able to make somebody make a move.
yeah,
Might get in someone's ear and make.
someone has to sway over. I'm surprised Corey hasn't even.
I don't know why he hasn't even tried to go with Bananas.
Be like, bro, I know I don't like you, but these friggin' guys have thrown me in 4 or 5 times.
Yep.
Screw them.
Yep.
I understand
go
about
up-
Devin. Devin didn't call out his name when it was his turn. Remember that?
Yep.
Like, I'm surprised that I was waiting
know.
for that to go.
Me
to
too.
lean over there. Yo, Josh, they threw you out of your alliance. Remember that last
Yeah.
episode?
Yep.
Let's go over here. That's what he should have been doing. He's teamed up with the girls, which is not a bad move because the girls pick the guys.
That's right.
But the girls need to start winning.
Oh my God, yeah.
No 4th place, Cara. No 4th place, Laurel.
No.
Rachel, I know you're great in elimination, but that means you're not that good at winning.
Winning. That's right.
Daily
'cause you're always
challenges.
down.
So you need to step up. That's what's a saving grace right now. He has the better group of women to have his back.
I don't even remember what Rachel placed. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah, nothing. It wasn't anything.
I don't even remember seeing her in like a.
No, they didn't really show a cutscene of her. Now they really think. I just watched it within the last hour. So
Yeah. Like I don't remember her being in that part
Yeah.
at all. Like
So
finishing.
that's he's surrounded himself with better women,
Yeah.
which is what the votes are.
Yeah.
So he has more daily challenges surrounding him in that sense. Okay, Banana has a good shot, man.
Yeah.
Has a good shot. Because I'm just looking at these girls winning. He's obviously going down, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to be him, Nehemiah, and Derek. I think they're going to shoot it again that way.
Yeah.
And
And,
I think-
maybe
and-
Bananas might not go down this time.
True.
You
True.
know.
Depending on who wins
Yeah.
or whatever the case.
Yeah. So I
True,
mean,
because it just takes one of his girls to win.
that's right.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
So
This is good. I like it.
Yeah.
I really like it. I think he's teaming up with. I think he teamed up with the stronger
yeah,
chicks.
I think he did a. He's smart, that guy, man. He's
I
been playing
still
forever.
think that Rachel's going to be stuck between her. See, Rachel wants the stronger guys.
Yes.
That's weaseling her way to Tori and Jordan.
Yeah. She wants to go against the best.
But she's weaseling her way that way, right?
Yeah.
Because who's the strong girls? Cara, Laurel.
Cara, Maria, Laurel,
Rachel.
and Rachel.
And we'll
That's it.
say
Well, I mean,
Tori.
Tori, yeah. And
Okay,
then you
and
got
then
Aviv
Aviv.
is like, you don't really know. She's kind of a wild card.
So she's probably in fifth.
Yeah. And then there's Corey. I mean,
Yeah, Nia, Olivia, Michelle. Okay, yeah.
I was going to say Josh.
Josh, fuck.
I think Tori's in. I think half the girls that are here are better than Josh. So
Yeah, well, half the girls on this squad was actually
left.
better than some of the guys. We'll say.
Yep.
You know. Oh, Jenny's on there.
Oh, Jenny. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Jenny's on there. Okay.
Man,
okay.
she needs like a competition where she can like
I don't know,
bodybuilding,
dude.
a flexing
Guys,
competition.
if you haven't
I don't know.
seen her in the final that she won, I don't remember what the fucking thing was called.
It was the one in the bunker.
Dude, it was running with. Dude, they're running with snowshoes. That one. Remember how hard that one was?
Yeah, she finished before the guy. Like she was the first.
Dude, it was woman winner, and a guy's winner. She destroyed them all, and I was like, "Holy shit! That's stamina. That's power.
Yep.
This is phenomenal." She won a hall brawl.
She kicked butt all year.
Killed that little model girl with a hand slap with the ball turning. That model was cute. I wish she was on a little longer.
Yes.
But this season, man, I've been a big fan, and she's
disappointed a lot.
Extremely disappointing.
I think you're right. Like, you know, we always known that. Like, too much muscle, it's weight. It weighs you down. It makes you slower. It does. You know, it's a hard. Like, you know, like, and some of the things that are here, it's meant for stamina. Like the challenge has always been about.
But dude, you are a challenge winner.
Yep.
You know your expectations to win.
Yep.
And you come out like that, and dude, she looks phenomenal. She's in phenomenal looking shape.
Absolutely.
But every time they run, every time she has a challenge, every time it's a daily challenge, it's poo-poo. Again, it's poo-poo. And don't get me wrong, I put her above Olivia, Michelle, and Nia. I put her, but she's not that high above them from what I've seen this season.
No. And depending on any of the eliminations, like, even if a Hall brawl, I don't know if she'll beat Tori just because of the stamina part. If they go toe to toe and push on each other,
she needs to plow right through. It's got to be.
She has to go right away and
immediate impact,
hit her, and
down
hopefully
and
make her see stars.
If you're right, if you
right
do the wrestling,
she's done.
She can probably win that
Gas
first
out.
one and then gas out two and three. Very
so,
true.
you know, like, I hope we see another Hall brawl with, like, I love that.
Yeah, no, I get it. I know. We got one at episode 1.
I know.
Give us another.
I know.
Give us the crisscross. No,
that one was
insane.
good. Even the one where they had the one on top and the one on the bottom.
Well, that was because it was the guys and girls, the girls and guys teams. Right? That was actually very clever.
Yep.
Very clever. I want to ask you a different question that I never asked you before on the Challenge Here podcast. Any giveaways and takeaways from this episode?
Huh.
And we might have talked about it already.
Yeah, that's true. A takeaway, well, a giveaway. Obviously, we saw that. I mean, and the at the end, I hate the ending. Sometimes I don't even like to watch it because I don't want to see what's happening in the next episode until I watch it.
They should stop doing that. Yes.
Yeah, because, you know, taking away. I don't know. This game changes so much. Like, I have a feeling there's going to be
another twist.
Another twist. Yeah, because it's all about ratings too, and like you said, it's just going to be shot for shot, and it's going to be
but there's only
very boring.
There's only 2 more shots being thrown now. There's two shots thrown without the house being rumbling.
That's right.
Because if one more era 2 goes down, and it ends up being, let's say, Nehemiah versus Bananas, then they have to go to era 3
and 4
or 4.
Yeah.
And that's when the what the fuck did you put me in here for? This is where it gets a little rocky.
And that's where you're going to see who's at the top of the lines and who's at the bottom.
Who do you think? That's a question I want to ask you. Do you think being in the challenge, being friends with everyone, they don't see where they're at? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have an idea.
Blinded.
Like, you think do you find that you're surprised when you're like, oh, you're the lowest on their list, and they're like, no way.
Yeah.
Are you shocked that you're surprised?
Yeah, some of them I am. I'm just like, you know, because they're always, we're friends outside the house and we talk a lot and then boom, they throw them in.
Yeah, they do.
I would fucking block you, beat the crap out of you next time I see you. Like, I'd be like, what the hell, man?
We're hanging out outside the house and you throw me in. Yes, I completely
over
agree.
A fucking stranger.
Yes,
and that's happened before because that's even been an argument.
That's right.
you're
They just
ruining
became
your
friends like
game.
a week ago or
Yeah,
10 days
you're
ago.
running a
and-
game over someone you just met.
Yeah. No,
So-
that's true. That's true. I just find like when like it's like if they bring up Naya's like how far down the list she is.
Oh,
How
yeah.
don't act surprised because you and Jordan were in the real world back in whatever.
That's right.
But it's like this guy's been playing this game a certain way. He has certain athletes that he surrounds himself. You have to be realistic on your abilities of giving back to your fellow alliance.
It's garbage.
Because if you can't get back, you have to know they're carrying you just as far as you can go, and then the
Yeah.
dead weight needs to be dropped.
Yeah.
That's where you got to draw the line. And I'm surprised with some of these people, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm so far down." Or
It's catch and release time, man.
it is catch and release time, and relationships matter. Like I said, this is Theo. Theo's probably one of the better athletes, but I don't think he has the relationship like everyone else does.
And
now,
like, this whole thing that every week we see, it's like, oh, how you treat people matters, and they rate you. When is that going to come into play?
when is that? It's a good question because didn't that stop? That stopped lately.
I haven't seen it.
Because I
didn't
watched
see
it a few times to see
Yeah.
if they asked those guys, "Can you mind staying behind?" That was like
That's
the
right.
first. I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe
and
5
that hasn't-
eliminations, maybe
yeah.
6, maybe
And
5.
they haven't done that lately, so that's
That's
you
going
know,
to come
it's
to
gonna
play. Do you think
play
there'll be a
soon.
penalty or a bonus in the finals?
be.
Do you think something like that's going to happen?
Could be.
Because they can't be, and the winner is, and then by the way, you got outvoted. Like,
And you didn't have enough friends.
you're a jerk. No one liked you on season 40. So it is going to be very interesting. And that I've thought about that watching this one. I'm like, are they going to ask these people and they stay behind? They're like, no. I'm like, when is that coming into play?
Yeah,
The rating, what was it, 1 to 5?
1 to 5. Yeah,
1 to 5 ratings. And then, I want to see that. It's another weird twist, man.
yeah.
I think it's going to be, my prediction on that is going to be the challenge finals.
You think so? Yeah.
And it's going to be like I don't know, like 1's the worst, 5's the best, and it's going to be like you have a certain amount of time off your.
Your final? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. Or could it be something to do with an elimination? Sorry, a daily challenge, I meant, or
because
something.
it's
I don't know.
also he hasn't brought it up again.
I know. And
Actually, the
and
other-
then
no
there's
one
gonna
knows
be-
about
there's-
this, actually.
There's going to be a penalty for the person that lost. Is it like what's going to I don't know. There's so many questions.
It's gonna be that's gonna be interesting because you're right because he hasn't brought it. Sorry, the rest of the consensus don't even know. The rest of the challenge
Yeah.
players don't even know about this.
Yeah,
It's only the losers that got to vote, right? So
that's right.
I don't know. I'm predicting it's gonna be a finals, and it's
Yeah.
either one of two. It's either gonna be straight in the. Well, it's 3 ways. It's gonna be either in the beginning,
Yep.
or it's gonna be this one challenge in the middle, and go. By the way, your fellow teammates, voted.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Well, remember back in the quite a while back when Buddy won all the challenges, but the girl won.
Oh,
And
you're
we're like,
talking about
how?
Hunter and
Hunter and yeah.
That is one I would love to talk to a producer or TJ himself or
Yeah,
Hunter.
because we never get to see the point system.
She's like, oh, by the way, and she won by blah blah blah, and I'm like,
but how?
this guy
He carried her the
destroyed
whole fucking way.
everything.
Yeah.
She couldn't win.
That's what exactly, and that's why I'm like, we don't get to see certain things in order to say is that bullshit or not.
Of course it is. She's not athletic. She can't win anything anyway.
No.
You knew damn well without Hunter she wasn't
And
going to
she's
win.
quit how many times since?
She quit the real world, by the way.
That's right. And then came
In
on
the real
challenge.
world,
She's
she
quit.
was,
She's
she
quit.
was with
She's
the
quit.
same one as Corey and stuff. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm out of here. And she ended up leaving
Yeah.
for like 3 or 4 days. She came
Yeah.
back. She threw oil at someone, if I'm right. If you ever watch that, she's cooking some real she kind of does one of
Oh
these.
yeah,
This
yeah.
girl's a bitch. She was a bitch on the real world. Should
Yeah.
have never been invited to another reality TV show. Gets invited to this. Steals money from Hunter. Because
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced she won in points or whatever
God, no.
system that was. So
And then on top of that, she's been back and quit
Yeah.
quit several times.
eliminated. Came
Yeah.
back. Remember someone got hurt and they're like,
Yes,
we're
it
bringing
came
back.
back,
And I'm
and
like,
then-
oh my
Yeah.
God.
And I'm like, TJ, you say you hate quitters, but you
No,
let this
no,
fucking
she's-
girl.
Come on,
yeah.
bro. There's
Exactly.
no other explanation.
Because that girl is useless, man.
she doesn't leave the box, and she's the whole staff, production staff, everyone's getting ahead. But I don't give a shit.
She's doing a job. He's on the side. It
Yeah,
seems.
so he's taking on her challenges. I'll tell you that.
A daily challenge.
Damn, I'm telling you, there's no other way to come back.
No, I know. I thought the same thing.
But you know what, man? So next week, see, was it episode 11, MTV, on 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
Watch it live or watch it on Paramount Plus the next day like I do. Catch
Me
all
too.
the swearing. It's 1,000 times better.
It's so much better with the swearing. I don't
There's
ever
more
want to watch it.
emotions.
Yes, I don't want to watch it the other way ever again.
There's more emotion. Or catch it on Paramount Plus, and come and join us on live, usually on Thursday nights
Thursdays,
at 8:30 the next day. It doesn't happen all the time, but we're trying to keep it consistent. We're here live. You can comment on the challenge, throw in your own opinions, and be a part of the show. Jesse, man, see you
Thanks for
next
having
week,
me.
episode
See-
11. Guys, catch you guys later. Peace.